On the 11th of September, the world of music lost a quiet giant. Nicky Ryan, producer, sound engineer, manager, and visionary. For decades, his work shaped the sound of Clannad and gave birth to something entirely new, the world of Enya. Born in Dublin in 1946, Nicky was always fascinated by sound. He recorded street noises, struck piano keys to explore resonance, and even built makeshift speakers for deaf children so that they could feel the vibrations through the floor. From the beginning, sound for Nicky was more than just music. It was texture, atmosphere, and emotion. In the mid-1970s, Nicky became manager and sound engineer for Clannad. He was ambitious for them, believing Irish music sung in Gaelic could reach far beyond local stages, and he was right. But Nicky also had a vision that was bigger still. He imagined voices not just in harmony, but layered endlessly, becoming instruments themselves. When Clannad needed a new member, Nicky looked closer to home. He invited their younger sister Enya, classically trained on piano with a voice that soared like light above the harmonies. Her name would be simplified and phonetically spelled Enya. She had an ethereal voice and it would add a whole new dimension, Nicky said. But tensions within Clannad grew, and in 1982 a split came. Nicky and his wife Roma walked away and Enya walked with them. Together, they built a makeshift studio in their home in Artane. There, in that small space, a new sound was born. In 1986 came their first major commission, music for the BBC documentary called The Celts. It was here the trio found their true rhythm. Enya at the piano, Nicky arranging and layering the voice, Roma crafting lyrics like poetry. On the project The Celts, I was asked to write a song. At the time, I was arranging with Nicky and writing the music and performing, so no desire whatsoever to write the lyrics. But Roma was actually writing poetry, listening in the studio, being the audience, so it was very obvious she would write the lyrics, Enya said. The series soundtrack introduced audiences to an entirely new sound, lush, atmospheric, rooted in tradition, yet reaching into something timeless. Though only the beginning, it was already unmistakably the work of Enya, Roma and Nicky. Nicky's idea was simple yet revolutionary. Layer Enya's voice upon itself again and again until it becomes a choir of one. Add reverberation, atmosphere, space. Combine melody, lyric, production in perfect patience. Enya never writes a bad melody, Nicky said. In 1988, the world heard it, Watermark, and the song Orinoco Flow. It was unlike anything before. Epic, delicate, spiritual, and unmistakably the sound Nicky had envisioned. Nicky believed in patience. There were no deadlines, no rush. It could take years for a song to find its place. I write a song, we work on it for a while, and then we leave it. You mightn't go back to that song for 3 months or 6 months. When you go back, that's where you try and see what the emotional feeling was. What was in the melody? Are you still enhancing that, or have you lost the sense of what you're trying to say? Enya said. Nicky is the one who says, you cannot go on anymore because you've got it. I would want to go again and again, but he feels the take is right. Says you can't capture that moment again. The balance between perfectionism and instinct was at the heart of Nicky's genius. From Shepherd Moons to A Day Without Rain, from Amarantine to Dark Sky Island, Nicky remained at the helm. Each album carefully crafted, each song carrying the same atmosphere of mystery, memory and beauty. Together, the trio sold over 80 million records and won 4 Grammy Awards. They have brought it to where it is. They have believed in me, and as a singer and a musician, you really do need people around you that believe in you from day one, Enya says. For over 40 years, Nicky remained in the background, away from fame, but his sound reached across the globe. From Dublin to Tokyo, to London to Los Angeles, his vision touched countless lives. Nicky Ryan was more than a producer. He was an architect of sound, a man who believed music could be atmosphere, emotion and timeless beauty. His legacy will live on in every note, every harmony, every silence between. Thank you, Nicky, for the music, for the vision, for the sound of forever.